In previous videos, we explored how to transition from an unattractive lifeline to a desired one by highlighting the target frame. Remember, you have no right to disrupt the established order. And the order is such that you must participate in the action, obeying the script. No character is allowed to suddenly jump out of the film or do whatever they want there. Objective. Reality is such that you are doomed to exist in it, like a character in a film. You can disagree, you can complain, but it's futile. Even if you try to disobey, nothing will come of it. What is destined for a particular lifeline will happen until you transition to another. You cannot evade events, but you can deceive reality. Imagine you have entered a point of awareness. Your entire environment appears the same as before. You don't feel like you are watching what is happening from behind a glass window. And yet, you're there. However, now, being there, you gain the ability to shape reality. To choose the film, not to change the one you're in, not to avoid the action within it, but to choose another, the one you need. You still continue to play your role as prescribed in the script. You fulfill your daily functions. But unlike other projects, and ultimately, you realize that this is a non-effective story. You, in a state of consciousness, gain something more. The ability to replace the current film. And yet, you remain, as it were, aside and uninvolved. And order is not disrupted. And you are not noticed, not caught, and everything turns out your way. It's the imitation game. You wander through the film like a living character, feigning unconsciousness, and change the film as you see fit. And no one suspects a thing, neither the script nor the other characters. There's no point in influencing people. This is a thankless task. It can only backfire and have the opposite effect. Characters act according to their own script. What distinguishes you from those who are asleep is that you are aware of your separateness and are aware of what is happening. To enter presence, you need to wake up, perk up, and determine where you are, where your attention is. At the central point of awareness or on one of the screens. In the state of presence in waking life, you gain the ability to define the future reality that will be embodied in reality. We repeat this idea to clearly understand that reality can and should be defined. But there is one more thing to remember. By defining reality, you are defining not a chain of events, but a finality. Setting reality is not like controlling a script, but choosing a film. The script is not in your control. And besides, you are not given the ability to know what the script should be like to lead you to your goal. But you don't need to know that. You're working in film projector mode. When your projector lights up, when the target frame lights up, the course of events automatically takes the desired direction. By selecting a film reel, you initiate a new scenario. But it's not yours, but the one written on it. And without your knowledge, your target frame is yours alone. The film reel itself is selected in accordance with the specified frame. How does this happen? You don't need to know. You highlight your target frame again and again. This way, you'll move from one reel to the next, and eventually, you'll arrive where you wanted to go. In the archive of eternity, the film reels are arranged in parallel. The scenarios of the next reels differ in small nuances. By setting reality, you visit a film reel, gradually move from one to the next, First, you find yourself on a film reel where the result is close to what you intended, but not quite there yet. Then, closer and closer. All this happens unnoticed and at varying speeds, depending on the difficulty of the goal. Simple goals are achieved almost immediately, but they're difficult to achieve. Hard modes, which are far away, require time and patience. But is it necessary to hide from other characters? As much as you might want to, it's best not to advertise your new abilities.